Hi there everybody and welcome along to the big quiz night in. It's another Facebook Live quiz night, and as always I'm going to be sharing the link out there to everybody now whilst we wait for people to join the live show. No Facebook frames tonight, I'll go into that in a moment. There's been some technical problems with the latest Facebook update, but it's fine. The quiz is still on, it's still happening, and we're here to have a good time. So let me just bring up the link so I can start sharing it to people, and let me know in the comments if you are indeed watching along, and let's start that conversation, shall we? Going to start doing that now. We're going to have, hopefully Abby will be with us in a bit as well. She'll be asking the first question as per usual. The other thing is, you might notice Facebook stars showing up every now and then. I don't know if it'll be on this video or not, but you might notice Facebook stars appearing. This is a new thing they're doing, so I'll talk about that as well a little bit later on, but that's something that might appear on my videos from now on. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I'm going to share that link out there now, and I certainly hope you can help me out too. Let's just get that shared. And if you could, while you're watching this, while you're waiting for us to start, which will be in about 10 minutes time now, give this video a like as always, because it helps push this out in front of more people, and also give it a share if you don't mind as well, and we'll see if we can get more people joining the quiz show. That's what we're here to do. Tonight's quiz rounds are TV and films, we're going to do potluck, and we're going to do sport. And then we've got a picture round to share at the end of the evening as well. Those quiz rounds have already been shared with the announcement of the quiz rounds that I do are always shared with the top fan group and Patreons as well earlier in the day. Patreons always get a little bit of early warning ahead of the top fan Facebook group. But if you're interested in how to get involved in all that, drop me a message and let me know. Okay, I have now shared those links out there. The quiz will be starting, as I said, at about 8 o'clock. So if you're watching a repeat of this, skip ahead about 8 minutes time. My daughter's going to come in and ask the first question. She's around somewhere, so we'll get her in a moment. And then we'll start with the TV and films round. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for joining. I've got a few other little bits and pieces to waffle on about today. Namely, about Lima and my little quiz. So that's something we'll talk about, and also we want to talk about what's happening in the future in general, because we're going back to the pub. The lockdowns are easing, guys, in most places, so that's going to be interesting too. Hello to Jenny, hope you're all good. Hope all is good with you guys. Team Bath are here, thank you for joining, hope you're well. Good evening to Luke as well, and hello to Vernia. She says hello to everybody. Thanks for getting involved nice and early. That's much appreciated. We shall see how many we get tonight. It is the last one of the month. Next week it'll be the Patreon only quiz night. I've got some. That's the other thing I want to talk about actually. Something new and exciting for the Patreon group. Yeah, a new kind of quiz event, shall we say, for now. But once everybody that's going to join is joined and we start the quiz rounds, then I'll talk a little bit more about that, because it's quite exciting for those of you who are regulars to the Patreon quiz, and it may be something I can do here as well to make it a bit more interactive, but I want to try it out with Patreons first, and we'll just see how it goes, because it's pretty cool. So yeah, but how are we all doing? Have you had a good week, good weekend since I last spoke to you all? Get involved in the conversation, let me know. I just realised, it's been a bit of a mad day for me today. There's a bit of a rush, and I haven't even got myself a drink. So I'm going to wait for Abby to come in, and then I'll see if she can grab me a drink. And then we'll be able to crack on, won't we? Because I can't sit and talk to you guys for over an hour without some kind of drink. So, but yeah, it's been a bit of a mad time lately. Busy with work, busy with quiz stuff. Just busy. Not much time to sit and chill out, but hopefully more of that time will be possible for me soon. So yeah, thank you for all the likes, that's appreciated. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier about Facebook stars. It's this thing where if you wanted to, you could donate by tapping this star button, from what I gather, and for every star you send to a Facebook Live content creator, like I'm trying to be, the creator gets like a penny. And it's just something that's on now for my account. So I don't know if that's something you felt inclined to do. apparently all the cool kids are doing it. I don't know. I'd much prefer you clicking the link and support me any other way if you wanted to do that kind of thing. But Facebook stars means that when you donate little stars, it pops up on the screen for everybody to see. I think that stars have been sent in, and I think it works out that I get like a penny for every star you send. Anyway, that's on now, so make of that what you will. Hello to Jew, hello to Sue as well. The donuts are here. Good evening to Andy. Andy, thank you so much for your kind words over on Lima earlier. As always, that support was really appreciated. And yeah, I'm glad you've been enjoying them so much. I've really made an effort this season to up the production value of it, based on some feedback from you as well, actually, as you know, including different voices and the intro outro music, and yeah, doing all that kind of editing to it, really up the production value of it all, and then changing some of the content as well. Some of the, like, not just doing the usual themed rounds that you'd get here on this show, but coming up with completely different random stuff that I would never normally ask in quiz rounds. And today's one was connected to the fact it was the end of an era for Lima for me, coming to the end of doing seasons, so it was just called The End ... leaving it all ominous sounding, but actually I really enjoy putting those questions together, something a bit different. So do have a listen if you haven't already. You can find that if you follow me on Lima, if you're in the top fan group. But yeah, I don't think I shared that one on Twitter today, actually. I should probably do that. But at Big Quiz Night In on Twitter. Anyway, good evening to Jace. How you all doing? Jace, you and Andy and all that lot, are you guys all looking forward to coming back to the pub? It's going to be opening up soon. Hi all, Freddy's Fickos are here as well. Hello to Owen, glad you could join us. Owen with his amazing drone footage the other day, which Andy and I were having a laugh about because it was kind of like the ending of his TV show as the drone flew off into the distance. It was beautiful, but yeah, that was really funny. I'm really chuffed to see you sharing that. It's great. I've got another friend who shares drone footage as well, and yeah, it's really impressive stuff. Maddie's here too. I'm here alone tonight, she says, as Alison's busy. May not be able to stay till the end. A lot going on here. Oh, Maddie, I've just been saying how busy I've been lately. Don't you worry. Just glad you could be here for a little while. That's fine. Good evening to Amanda. Hope you and Ed are doing well. Jace can't wait to be back in the pub in black. Yes, you are, of course, part of Back in Black, the quiz team, in case people are wondering what that's about. If anybody's watching this and you are new to the quiz, and if you want to get involved in the comments, feel free to do so. And what you can also do is come up with your own pub quiz team name before we start the first round, and you can use that throughout. All you need to do, though, is keep your answers to yourselves. Don't put them in the comments for the main quiz rounds that we cover, because we don't want anybody else to see them, and you're going to add up your own scores and let me know those in the comments, and that's how this works. But also, if you are new, let me know. And if you're watching a repeat of this and it's not live right now, let me know. Say hello in the comments. Let me know that you're watching along, and I'll comment back as much as I can, because I like to do that kind of stuff. I love to engage with people that are following my content. Tracy says, hi, just the two of us are here, and tonight we're showing our age and playing as Mork and Mindy. Oh, Nanu. I loved Mork and Mindy. I mean, obviously, I was very much enjoying the repeats of that as a kid, so I won't be showing my age in that respect, but I do remember enjoying it very much. And who doesn't love Robin Williams, eh? Amazing actor he was. Very funny. Abby is hovering in the background, so we will be having a question from Abby. So yes, we shall see how that goes. Chris says, hello from breezy Blackpool. Hello, welcome along. We're about to start. We are just 1 minute away. Abby, would you like to come in now, my darling? I got a favour to ask you before we start. But yes, welcome everybody. Keep those comments coming in, and Abby will ask her question in just a moment. Could you open up the fridge and grab my drink out of it, please? Because I forgot to do it before I came on, which is poor show, really. Not good. I didn't even say what the drink was, and she found it. It's the solitary last beer left in the house, but it'll do. Thank you very much. Do you want to come in and say hello to everybody? It's about 8 o'clock now. Look, 1 minute. We're almost there. And look, Abby's representing Lima today. She's wearing a Lima t-shirt. I got 2 when I won a little competition that Lima ran.
It's backwards.
Yeah, it's backwards because of the Facebook camera. But yeah, the one of them didn't fit me, and one of them was a bit too big for me. So I kept the one that was too big for me and gave the smaller one to Abby. So there you go. She uses one as her own little T-shirt now. So let's bring up your question then, Abby. We may as well make a start because it's now 8 o'clock. Yes, everybody's saying hello. Nicola is here with Martin. Let's get quizzical. Excellent. So, okay, let's bring up Abby's question then. And for this one, there's no multiple choice. So you've got to be quick to type the answer to Abby's question in the comments. All right? The first person to enter it correctly can give themselves a bonus point at any point during the quiz. Okay? To make yourself feel a bit better about a round maybe that you struggled in. Okay? Vernia says, cool T-shirt, Abby. Yeah, we like Lima. Okay. So, here's the question, and I'm going to put it in the comments as well. Abby's going to ask it, and then you need to write the answer in the comments for this question as soon as you can, all right? So, here we go. You going to ask it?
Which villain in Doctor Who says, exterminate?
Say it again for them.
Which villain in Doctor Who says, exterminate?
Exterminate. Which villain in Doctor Who says that? Let's see, who's going to put... Oh, we've got some answers in already. I'm sure lots of you will know this one. Even if you don't watch the show, you'll know this one. There we go. Yeah, loads of you are getting it right. Some of you are having a few typo mistakes. It's okay if you don't spell it right, as long as we know what you're saying. She's been watching quite a lot of it.
I'm on season 4.
She started with Christopher Eccleston's series. I've been explaining to her that that's not technically the beginning of it, but it's a good place for her to start. And she's halfway through, I think, David Tennant's reign as Doctor. So let's see who was the fastest. Well, let's see what the answer was first, because some people might not know. What's the answer?
Daleks.
The Daleks. Here we go. This is the person who's put it first. Can you read that? Eric. Blackpool Bar Stewards Eric Copley, I think. Yes. Well done, Eric. You got it right the fastest. Everybody else that's put in an answer has got it right. Don't worry if you didn't spell it right, though. We know what you meant. Yeah, even if you put Dales, that's fine. It's close enough. Well done, everybody. You all got it right. Nothing happened before Christopher Eccleston anyway. She's right. Amanda, it's still canon. It still happened. And I beg to differ. But I'll teach her about that a bit more when she's a bit older. I think she can stick with as it is for now. Nothing happened. Yeah, okay. But well done, Eric. You guys get yourself a bonus point. Ju, I've just seen 99 stars pop up here. I have no idea if that is a legitimate thing or not. I've never seen that before. If that's what it is, thank you so much. That's amazing. Awesome. We'll talk more about this, I guess, in a minute. Diva says hi to Abby. Oh, Diva, I'm so glad you could join us. You missed my announcement last week, and I don't know if you've listened to Lima today. Owen says I had a problem spelling and autocorrect. Yeah. No Daleks in Brazil, Vernia says. Okay, that's good. That's good. You don't want them. You don't want them. Great question. G says
it's
yes.
in a program, guys. You're okay. You're safe.
Oh, Ju, thank you so much. That's lovely of you. Ju's just donated stars. Did you see? Look, it's a brand new thing on Facebook. Look, 99 stars. That's cool. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, all right, with that said, let's say goodnight to Abby and we'll crack on with the TV and films round. Say goodnight.
Good night.
All right, sweetheart. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for grabbing my drink as well. That was very important, wasn't it? All right, okay. You go up and see Mummy then, yeah?
Next week, I think it's going to be one without any correct answer.
Next one's Patreon week.
Oh, yeah, and the week after,
Next
I think
one.
it's going to be one without any correct answer.
You're going to do a really tricky question next week, for next time? A really tricky one, are you?
No.
No?
It's going to be one where there is no correct answer.
Oh, no, it's not. Go on, away with you. Right, everybody. Let's move on to... Bye. Let's move on for the TV and films round then, everybody. Good night, darling.
Bye.
Okay, so TV and films round. I think everybody that's watching is a regular, but just in case, keep the answers to yourself now. Wait until we get to the end of the round, then you can ask me for any repeats of questions, and then I will go through the real answers. You can mark your own, put your scores in the comments at that point. And then I've got a few things to talk about as we go. So yeah, same as really. Here we go with question number 1. Good luck, everybody. TV and films question 1. Which one of the meerkats says simples in their TV ads? Which one of the meerkats says simples in their TV ads? You don't need to get the surname, but hopefully you can guess what the first name is. Let's just go back through the comments. See if I missed anything and all the excitement there. Yeah, your misspellings of Daleks. Oh, it's fine. It does make me laugh. Yeah, it was a very last minute question. We were going to do, as I said, it was so busy today for all of us. Just everything happening. Yeah, but we pulled it out the bag, I think. She loves Doctor Who at the minute. Right, question 2 for 3 points. Which actresses played Natalie, Dylan and Alex in Charlie's Angels in the year 2000? Which actresses played Natalie, Dylan and Alex in Charlie's Angels in the year 2000? 1 point for each. They did do a sequel as well. No shame if you didn't see them though. But who played them? 1 point for each. Right. Question number 3 is for another 3 points. So this one you've got to put the answers into the correct order. Put these Johnny Depp films into the correct order with the earliest released first. The Lone Ranger, Alice Through the Looking Glass and Dark Shadows. So for 3 points in total, put these Johnny Depp films into the correct order with the earliest released first. The Lone Ranger, Alice Through the Looking Glass and Dark Shadows. Owen never saw any of them. No, don't worry about it, mate. I think those 3 films are probably some of his lesser known films as well, in terms of Johnny Depp, but that's, I guess, what makes it trickier. If they were the most popular films, more people would likely to know the answer or to have a better idea, so this way it makes it a bit trickier. So put these Johnny Depp films into the correct order with the earliest released first. The Lone Ranger, Alice Through the Looking Glass and Dark Shadows. Okay, question number 4 now. Question 4. Which male actors played the romantic leads in Brokeback Mountain? 1 point for each. Which male actors played the romantic leads in Brokeback Mountain? So that's another 2 points there. Question 5 will be for 1 point. I try not to go too fast. You know what it's like. I always say this. Difficult to know, but I will go back and repeat questions if you need them. All right. Question 5. What is the best-selling item on the menu at the Krusty Krab? So, I will tell you that's a SpongeBob SquarePants question. It doesn't say that here, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because some of you might have no idea what I just said. What is the best-selling item on the menu at the Krusty Krab? Off of SpongeBob SquarePants. I can't say I've ever watched a full episode myself, to be honest. It comes up in the quizzes a lot. But I've never actually sat and watched a full episode myself. 3 more points available for number 6 then. Which cities did Carrie Bradshaw, Sam Malone and Carlton Banks call home? Yes, Amanda, I'm familiar with the song. Most definitely. And certain people who have covered it as well. Let me repeat that question for you again for number 6 for 3 points. Which cities did Carrie Bradshaw, Sam Malone and Carlton Banks call home? Yes, who does live in a pineapple under the sea? As the song goes. Okay. Question number 7 now. Which TV series came first between The In-Betweeners and The Big Bang Theory? Which TV series came first, The In-Betweeners or The Big Bang Theory? Choose one, please. Okay. Number 8 is going to be for 3 more points. Which musical movies were first to feature the characters named P.T. Barnum, Tracy Turnblad, and Troy Bolton? 3 different musical movies. Which musical movies were first to feature the characters named P.T. Barnum, Tracy Turnblad, and Troy Bolton? One point for each. You lost to me, Sue. Okay. Let me know which ones you need repeated at the end. No problems. If anybody else that loses connection for whatever reason, you just need to let me know when you are back and we can do the rest of the questions you missed at the end. Question number 9 now. Question 9. Which martial artist was the star of the 1998 film called Rush Hour? Was it Jackie Chan, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or another man? Which martial artist was the star of the 1998 film called Rush Hour? Was it Jackie Chan, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or another man? If you think it was another man, you don't have to work out who you think it was. Just put another man on your answer sheet, and if that turns out to be the answer, you get a point. Otherwise, have a guess between Jackie Chan and Jean-Claude Van Damme. Those are your choices. I realised earlier today that it must be about a year since I posted the first video in terms of live shows, because we've been in lockdown in and out for about a year, haven't we? I'll go back and have a quick look and see if I can work it out while we go through these questions, I think, because that's something I think to be celebrated in many ways. Tracy says, hooray, a martial arts one I know. Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, videos. I can find out, can't I? Right, let me now go to the next question for you. So question number 10 is about friends. In which order did Monica, Phoebe and Rachel get married in Friends? In which order did Monica, Phoebe and Rachel get married in Friends? Let's see if I can work this out. Must be about a year. We used to do 2 live shows a week. Remember when I could do that? Seems like a lifetime ago. Tracy says, I've got a candle lit for the day of reflection. Was that a thing, was it? I've not been keeping an eye on it. I haven't watched any news or anything today. So episode 1, 22nd of March. There you go. Yeah. Yesterday was a year since I posted that first live show. There you go. It has been. I should have made more of a thing about it, really. Didn't think about it until, like I said earlier on. All right, question number 11. The Vivian won the opening season of which UK TV competition? Vivian won the opening season of which UK competition? I don't know if she's watching, but I know somebody who's a Patreon of mine who would be very appreciative of that question. But yes, Vivian won the opening scene of which UK TV competition? How many logged on for my first show, you mean? Not many, because it would have just been the regulars of the quiz. There was a minute's silence this morning too for all those lost this past year. Oh, well, that's nice. I don't know what else you could do, but yeah, a moment's reflection, I guess. Yeah, there we go. It has been a year. Right, let's get back to the main comments. Yeah, so the people that watched kind of shot up within about a month or so of the video starting. There's like 50 plus, and then it went up and up and up and got to 150 different devices watching at one point. And then it just gradually dropped down as it became more of a normal thing to be in lockdown, you know. But it's been at a steady 20 or so for the past few weeks. So that's all right. We've got a really good crowd here still. It's great. Yeah, I didn't realise. For the first or final time, George said. For the first or final time? What do you mean? I may have moved on before I realised what you asked. Question number 12. Oh, sorry, for the first time in terms of the Friends question. I think it's the first time. Yeah, it'll be the first time they got married. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, the first time. All right, question number 12 now. Question 12. What are the names of Eddard Stark's two daughters in Game of Thrones? No spoilers for the odd person or two that hasn't seen it. But what are the names of Eddard Stark's two daughters in Game of Thrones? Yeah, sorry about that, George. I missed your comment and then I moved on by the time I picked up on it. Okay, let's move on then. Your next question then, question 13. Back on Johnny Depp for question 13. Johnny Depp has played Jack Sparrow in how many movies? Johnny Depp has played Jack Sparrow in how many movies? Oh, Diva's never seen Game of Thrones. Oh my goodness. You gotta catch up. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just, oh, it's so good. I know the final season was a bit rushed, but at the same time, I always say this, there's still a lot of good in there. And it's still great to just see where everybody ends up at the end. But it is a bit rushed. Okay, question 14. In which popular TV shows can you first meet Raymond Reddington, Saul Goodman, and Philippa Featherington? In which popular TV shows could you first meet Raymond Reddington, Saul Goodman, and Philippa Featherington? 3 different shows, 1 point for each. Yeah, Diva, I'm sure we said this before. You need to watch Game of Thrones. There's got to be a way you can catch up. In fact, I can tell you how to catch up whilst everybody's thinking of that one. You'll be hooked. You'll watch the first 3 episodes, you'll be hooked. If you've got Sky, it's on Sky, so you can stream it there. It's on Now TV, it's on Amazon, it's on Apple TV, it's on Chili, whatever that is, Google Play, Rakuten, it's on everything. But yeah, certainly Sky Go, you'll just be able to stream it. You won't have to pay any extra for it. Or shouldn't have to. So there you go. Just when you got the time. Still on Sky. Yeah, thanks, Owen. All right. Your next question is the final question in this round. So think about what repeats you would like as I read this out as well. Question 15. Put these Rick Moranis movies, love Rick Moranis, into the correct order with the most money taken at the box office first. Ghostbusters, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and the Flintstones. He's such a good actor. It's a shame he kind of went into early retirement. Put these Rick Moranis movies into the correct order with the most money taken at the box office first. Ghostbusters, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and the Flintstones. Let me know now in the comments what questions you'd like repeated. Whilst you are waiting for that, what should I tell you about first? So yeah, in case you missed me talking about it earlier on, next week is a Patreon quiz, and I have started using and experimenting with something else that potentially we could do on this show as well, to make it a much more interactive quiz if people care about that kind of thing, or at least for part of it. I haven't decided fully. I need to see how it's going to work, and I'd like to test it out with the Patreon quiz night next week for those who can make it. It is called, and there's a free app for it, Speed Quizzing Live is what it's called. And so you download the app, I give you a PIN number at the start of the quiz, type in that PIN number in your name, and then you'll come up on my scoreboard, and then as I ask you questions, I can either share them on screen if we're on the Patreon quiz night, or some things I can show you can have seen on your phone whilst the show is going on live, and you tap what you think your answer is on your phone, and it comes up on my scoreboard here, so I can see exactly who answered correctly, who answered fastest, and keep a tally of it all automatically, and then show you the scores and see who's won. And it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I'm going to be using it for a company that I partnered with and we'll start doing quizzes for. The first ones on Thursday, private company quiz nights. And so, presuming that goes well, I'm going to try using it more often, but I'm going to test it out next week for Patreons. Not for the whole thing. We're still going to do blockbusters, I think. But yeah, so that's coming. Exciting stuff. Right, let me see who's asked some repeats then. So Sue's asked for number 8. Maddie's also asked for that. And you lost the internet completely, so you've asked for a few more. Okay, let's go through those then, and that'll give everybody plenty of time. So, question number 8 was, which musical movies were first to feature the characters named P.T. Barnum, Tracy Turnblad, and Troy Bolton? 3 different musical movies, 1 point for each. My light keeps flickering. Diva, you've got to get hooked on Game of Thrones. That's the whole point. And don't be afraid. You'll be glad you got hooked. Exactly, yeah. Owen's followed it up for me. Thank you. That's the point. You want to be, just one more episode. You want to have that. That's why it's so good. Oh, Bar Stewards love a speed quiz. Oh, okay. Good. Well, I might start doing it on this. Yeah. I might too. It might take a bit of setup. But once I'm more familiar with it, then we'll start doing that from time to time on here if we can, at least for one round. It's a bit of admin to get it going. That's the thing. Once you're going, it's fine. But yeah, Speed Quizzing Live. Download the app if you want to. Not much you can do with it until you get a PIN code. Question number 9 again was the martial artist. Which martial artist was the star of the 1998 film called Rush Hour? Was it Jackie Chan, Jean-Claude Van Damme, or another man? Choose one of those. The star of the 98 film Rush Hour. Question 10. In which order did Monica, Phoebe and Rachel first get married in Friends? Freddie Sficko's rubbish on TV and films. Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. Question 11. Vivian won the opening season of which UK TV competition? Vivian won the opening season of which UK TV competition? Question 12 was, what are the names of Eddard Stark's 2 daughters in Game of Thrones? Which is why we've been pestering Diva to watch it, because she's not seen it before. So the 2 daughters of Eddard Stark. Question 13 was, Johnny Depp has played Jack Sparrow in how many movies? So just pick a number for that one. Question 14, in which popular TV shows can you first meet Raymond Reddington, Sol Goodman and Philippa Featherington? 3 different shows again. And question 15, put these Rick Moranis movies into the correct order with the most money taken at the box office first. Ghostbusters, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and the Flintstones. So I hope you can all catch up there. Let me know if there's any more repeats. and we will go through the answers, and you can put your scores in the comments as per usual. Tracy says, "Oh, think my brain likes thinking time. We'll give anything a go, but not sure we'd be very good at a speed quiz." Well, this is the thing, right? The speed part of it is twofold. If you're the first person to get the answer correct in general, you get like an extra 2 points. But everybody that gets it right still gets points. So the way the company I'm working for now have got it working is you get 6 points for a correct answer, 2 bonus points if you're the one person who got it right fastest. But really, I could set that to whatever I want. So there's that. And there's also the aspect of you can do a 10-second countdown before you then reveal the answer. So there's the speed aspect there. But a lot of them will be multiple choice, so you'll just go tap the one you think. So, yeah. But we'll give it a try. Well, we'll see what the Patreons think of it first, and then I'll come and do that on Facebook as well for a bit. Maybe at the end of a quiz show, we'll do that instead for the third round. So people still get this experience of me waffling on, which some of you like. Okay, all right. Was I going to do another one? Oh, yes. I think that was it for repeats, wasn't it? So I'm going to go through the answers then. Maddie says, "I can't do apps, so no good for me. Ancient phone with no room for apps." Yeah, that's why it won't be a full thing. It'll just be something I do at the end. Panic pressing, lol. It might be. It might be. It'll just be a bit of fun, you know. Not everybody can stick around for the whole show anyway. So do 2 rounds like this. Do a speed round at the end on the app. And then share a picture around like I normally would afterwards. Don't even have to do it every week. Just want to get your feedback on it and see if it's something fun that you want to do more of. But certainly on the Patreon side of things, that's where it will really work out well, I think. Okay, let's go through the answers. Question 1. Which one of the meerkats says simples in their TV ads? It is Alexander Orlov. But just give yourself a point if you got Alexander. Question 2. Which actresses played Natalie, Dylan and Alex in Charlie's Angels in the year 2000? It is Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu. Question 3. Put these Johnny Depp films into the correct order with the earliest first. So the correct order, earliest first, was Dark Shadows. That was 2012. Then Lone Ranger in 2013. Then Alice Through the Looking Glass in 2016. Question 4. Which male actors played the romantic leads in Brokeback Mountain? For 2 points, it was Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal. Question 5. What is the best-selling item on the menu of the Krusty Krab? It's called the Krabby Patty. Of course it is. The Krabby Patty. Question 6. Which cities did Carrie Bradshaw, Sam Malone and Carlton Banks call home? So Carrie Bradshaw, Sex and the City, that is New York. Sam Malone was Ted Danson's character in Cheers, so that's Boston. And Carlton Banks was from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is Los Angeles. Question number 7. Which TV series came first, The In-Betweeners or The Big Bang Theory? It was, with 2007 compared to 2008, The Big Bang Theory was first. Question 8. Which musical movies were first to feature the characters named P.T. Barnum, Tracy Turnblad and Troy Bolton? P.T. Barnum is from The Greatest Showman. I have not seen The Greatest Showman. There you go. There's an admission for you. If Diva's going to admit she hasn't seen Game of Thrones, I will tell you I have not seen The Greatest Showman, although I know pretty much all the songs, and the family love it. They keep nagging me to watch it, but we never get around to showing me it. There you go. Tracy Turnblad is from Hairspray. I don't think I've seen that one either, but I know a lot of the songs from it. And Troy Bolton is from High School Musical. So for 3 points, The Greatest Showman, Hairspray and High School Musical. I'm going to tell you now, I also haven't seen any of the High School Musical films, nor will I, because I'm definitely not the demographic for that. Juice says, no way. Tracy says, Greatest Showman is fantastic. Owen says, don't, it's rubbish. There you go. Okay. But Diva says Greatest Showman is fab. I tell you what, Diva, if you start watching Game of Thrones and let me know what you think of the first few episodes, 2 or 3 episodes of it, I promise I will watch Greatest Showman and feed back to you all with my comments on that. Does that sound like a deal? Because Owen says it's not very good, and he's a Spurs fan, so I trust his judgment. Hairspray and High School Musical are excellent. Yeah, Hairspray I wouldn't mind watching. I guess I don't mind musicals. I don't mind them at all. I like quite a lot of them, but yeah, I've just not seen it. But High School Musical, I'll probably have to watch it with the kids at some point anyway. Barnum was a stage musical long before The Greatest Showman. Yeah. The question asks which musical movies were first to feature P.T. Barnum, Tracy Turnbull, and Troy Bolton, though. So for the answer to be correct, you needed to put Greatest Showman. But yeah, I'm sure you're right. Maddie, thank you for that. Okay, there we go. Diva says you're on. Right, that's it. Watch at least the first 3 episodes then, Diva. And then I will, after you've told me how you feel, whether you want to continue watching it or not, I will then watch Greatest Showman regardless of if you finish the series. Julie says, I love musicals. Oh, yeah, we might have to do a musicals round, actually. We've not done that for a while. We have done one before. Anyway, answers. Carry on. Stop waffling. Question number 9. The martial artist in Rush Hour was Jackie Chan. I think that's one of the easiest ones we've done of that kind of question, to be honest. Very popular film. But still, good one. Well done if you got it right. Question 10. The Friends' order of marriage for Monica, Phoebe and Rachel. Rachel first got married in season 5. Monica then in season 7. Phoebe in season 10. Maddie loves musicals too. There you go. All right. So musicals / musical movies. We'll do a round on that, I think. Question number 11. Vivian won the opening season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. That was question 11. I was referring to Gabby. I don't know if she's watching, but I know she loves that show. Question 12. What are the names of Eddard Stark's 2 daughters in Game of Thrones? They are Sansa and Arya Stark. No spoilers, guys. Sansa and Arya Stark. Both excellent characters in their own way. Question 13. Johnny Depp has played Jack Sparrow in how many movies? There have been 5 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. They are making a 6th one, but it seems like he's not in it. It's going to be a new kind of crew and a reboot without starting again. I think it's still set in the same kind of universe, if you like. Keeps changing all the time, depending on the latest in the court cases between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, from what I understand. There you go. Oh, maybe Phoebe did marry first in... Oh, she married a Canadian for immigration purposes in the first season. I'm not sure about that. If she did, and you put Phoebe, then Rachel, then Monica, we might have to give you a point. Might have to. I'll have a quick look in a minute. Question number 14. The TV shows that featured Raymond Reddington, Saul Goodman, and Philippa Featherington. You could first find them, Raymond Reddington, in The Blacklist. Saul Goodman is from Breaking Bad. That's another great show. Breaking Bad and then Better Call Saul, the prequel series of it. Fantastic. And Bridgerton was for Philippa Featherington. Bridgerton. Owen says it will not be anything like the first 5. No, the Pirates 6 movie, whatever it is going to be, it won't be. I hope it's good, but it's not a Pirates of the Caribbean without Jack Sparrow. It's just not going to be the same, is it? He makes it. Maybe he'll be involved in some way now, I don't know. That's just the last I heard. Your final question about Rick Moranis, this was. So the movies Ghostbusters, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and the Flintstones, in what order should you put them in if they were to be in most money at the box office taken first? First one was the Flintstones made the most money at the box office, then Ghostbusters, and then Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. All excellent films in their own way. The answer to 11 was RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Maddie, thank you for asking for that clarification. There you go. It was RuPaul's Drag Race UK. So start tallying up your scores, guys. Tracy says, if Johnny Depp's not in it, I'll not be watching. I don't think I will be either. Certainly not until it's available for streaming and I don't have to pay extra for it. Just watch it out of curiosity at that point, you know. Yep. I can't imagine it's going to do very well if people know that he's not in it either, to be honest. You won't be alone in that. Team scores are coming in then. Diva's got 18 points. Good score. Good score. I'll tell you how much the total is in a moment. Let's see how your scores are first. Donuts have got a score of 21. Good job. I presume most of you saw my posts about why there's no frame and pretty graphics. I've worked out this brilliant new frame for how this is going to look. Sidebar, underneath bar, looks really cool. Really happy with it. Then Facebook did an update and I was like, oh no, you know what's happening now. The update rolled out. Oh, we've made it all better. It's fantastic. Come and have a look what we've done. It's amazing. It's not. And I can't use frames again that I've created. So we'll see how long it takes them to fix this one. They've got 2 weeks until the next Facebook Live one. Load of rubbish. Eric says 26 plus the bonus point for Daleks gives the Blackpool Bar Stewards 27 points. Well, if you want to use it in this round, then yes, that's fine. You could save it and see how well you do in your next 2 rounds. But well done. Good score. Freddie's Ficco is 19 points. 20 points for Team Bath. G-Force have got 24 points. Tracy says, not bad, just the 2 of us. Mork and Mindy scored 23 points. Nanu, nanu. Nicholas says 27 for Let's Get Quizzical. Excellent score. Okay, so Blackpool Bar Stewards, if you do use your bonus point, that puts you in joint first place so far. Ju says 15 for the Britzillians. Maddie says, although I think it was off screen and before the series started. Well done. Okay. I think we'll go with the answer I've got here. In that case, I won't really have the time to look up the proper answers. These rounds were taken from the quizmaster that I work for, as opposed to ones that I've written myself. So if there's a teeny little problem with that one, we'll blame him, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Luke says 16 points. Good effort, mate. Thank you for that. Good score. Round number 2 is potluck then, in case you missed the announcement. Obviously it would normally be on screen, but Facebook. Potluck is round number 2. 15 questions on general knowledge. Alright, multiple points as always up for grabs. A lot of you know how these rounds work now. Very interesting mixture of trivia. 15 for Back in Black. Good effort, guys. Thank you for that. 15 points for Back in Black. Keep the scores coming in, by the way. If there's any that haven't said so yet, by all means, put your scores in the comments, even if you're watching a repeat of this show. Put your scores in the comments, and we will crack on with round number 2. So, question number 1 then in our potluck round. In which mountain range is Mount Everest? In which mountain range is Mount Everest? All right, let's go now to question number 2. Question number 2, Yves Saint Laurent fashion house is based in which city, in which country? Yves Saint Laurent, their fashion house is based in which city, in which country? So 2 points there, 1 point for each. Pretty sure if you get the first one, if you get the city, you'll get the country. I'd be concerned if you don't. But, yeah. Whether or not you know the city, that's the main question here. But you got a bonus point there if you can get the country as well. All right, question number 3 then. Which wood is traditionally used to make the black keys on a piano? Which wood is traditionally used to make the black keys on a piano? Your next question is for 3 points. Okay, question 4. What does the abbreviation NRA mean in the to Americans? The question says to the US Republican Party, but let's be honest, it's not just them, is it? But what does the abbreviation NRA mean in America or in the USA? You get 3 points for that one, 1 point for each. Tracy says, is your orchid real? It's beautiful. Ours have all started dying since we moved house. They don't seem to like it here. It is one of my wife's most prized possessions. It is real. Have a look at that. It's insane. And there are so many more buds growing here, honestly. It is absolutely stunning, isn't it? Thank you for that, Tracy. Yeah. Be careful. It does really well in that window for some reason, and it's just gone mad. But yeah, we love it. There you go. Yeah, Chrissy will be dead chuffed somebody asked about it. Right, okay, your next question then. Question number 5. Is a New Zealand Huntaway a type of dog, a pig, or a cheese? Is a New Zealand Huntaway a type of dog, a pig, or a cheese? Don't drop it, I know. I thought to myself, is this a good idea when I wheeled myself over there? It's fine. It's fine. Don't you worry. This lot, on the other hand, not growing so well. Different herbs we've got growing there. Not so well. Might have to just give up on those ones, unfortunately. But the orchid, wow. You should see... she's got an aloe vera plant over there as well that's growing out of control. We've had to separate it into 2 pots. It's crazy. Start cutting it up and selling it so much. Question number 6 is for 3 points. Which 3 well-known Jacks were created by Lee Child, by Tim Burton, and R.D. Wingfield? That's an interesting question. It's going to get you thinking. Which 3 well-known Jacks were created by Lee Child, by Tim Burton, and by R.D. Wingfield? Too cold still, you think, don't you? Yeah, I was hoping they'd be alright in the window there, but yeah, I might need to try again when it's a bit warmer. That's a good point. 3 well-known Jacks for question 6, created by Lee Child for 1 point, Tim Burton for 2, and by R.D. Wingfield for 3. Okay, question number 7 now. Question 7. What name is given to a Stoat's white winter coat? What name is given to a Stoat's white winter coat? Tracy says Andy's daughter keeps hers on the windowsill too. Think we'll try moving ours again. So this is let me think. Easterly facing. That's east. Yeah, so the sun rises there. It's always in sunlight pretty much in the morning. And then obviously goes over. So yeah, if you've got a window that faces that way, that's probably the best way to do it. And it's also in the kitchen, so it's quite a humid room anyway a lot of the time. Maybe that helps too. But yeah, give it a try. Let us know how you get on. Okay, I'm just going to say that last question again. What name is given to a Stoat's white winter coat? Okay, your next question is question number 8. This one's for 3 points. What names do American citizens use for what we call aubergine, courgette, and swede? What names do American citizens use for what we call aubergines, courgettes, and swede? right, your next question is question number 9. This is just a one-pointer. What type of hat does Indiana Jones wear? What type of hat does Indiana Jones wear? Got a few more multiple point questions to come. Let's bring you the next one now. Question number 10 is for 3 points. Blondie, Leo Sayer, and Annie Lennox had which hit singles that mention the word glass in their titles? Or glass. Glass. Blondie, Leo Sayer, and Annie Lennox had which hit singles that mentioned the word glass in the titles? One point for each. All right, your next question then. Let's go on to question 11. Question number 11. In which city is the Taj Mahal? In which city is the Taj Mahal? For 1 point, which city is the Taj Mahal? Question number 12. For 3 more points, put these nations into the correct order by the best current environmental performance index rankings first. I'll say that again before I give you the 3 countries. Put these nations into the correct order by the best current environmental performance index rankings first. So who's doing better between Portugal, Russia, and Holland? Portugal, Russia, and Holland. Put them in order. The best current environmental performance index ranked country first. All right, question number 13 now. Question 13. There are 10 countries in the world that have 4 letters in their name. But which one is the largest in size? There are 10 countries in the world that have 4 letters in their name, but which one is the largest in size? That's going to make you think, that one, isn't it? You know, think of what one of those countries is and then wonder to yourself, is that one of the, or if not the largest? Tricky one, that. 2 more questions to go. I'll give you a moment to think about that because you're going to need a bit of time to think about that one. I'm just going to share in the comments the link to the GoFundMe link for Secret Santa. Regulars will know that's the nominated charity of Big Quiz Night In. Still doing the Laptops for Learners collection and taking donations in general to support young children and struggling families in the area, which is Oxfordshire. Have a look on their website for more details if you'd like to donate as a way of showing your support for what I do, if you would like to. Okay. Question 14 is for 3 points. The airports with the international codes LPL, DSA, and BHD were named in honour of which famous people? Now I'm going to put these 3 in the comments as well. LPL, DSA, and BHD. Those airports with those international codes were named in honour of which famous people? Those initials do not stand for the answers I'm looking for. But those airports with those international codes were named in honour of which famous people? Just got one more question left then. And it's another 3-pointer. Which 3 companies, for question 15, delivered the most parcels throughout the UK in 2020? Which 3 companies delivered the most parcels throughout the year in the UK throughout 2020? You don't have to put them in order. I'll tell you the right order. Just name the 3 companies that you think it could be. Who delivered the most parcels? And also, now we've done that round, you can let me know in the comments any questions you'd like repeated, which will also give time to those who are still thinking about some of these questions. Give them time to think about their answers. With that also said, whilst I wait for any of those to come in, I will let you all know, for those who listen to the little quiz, I finished season 5 today, which means, and a season contains 50 episodes, 1 per day. Then I take a few weeks kind of break in between. I finished season 5 today, which means I posted my 250th episode. And I've made the decision, the difficult decision, to not do another season like that for a considerable time. I'm going to wait until, although I'm still going to post some things, I'll get onto that in a minute. I'm going to post, I'm going to wait until Lima launches Platform 2, or its latest version, whatever they're going to call it, because they're going to do a launch on like a full marketing thing, I'm hoping, and hopefully get a lot more people on the platform, and therefore get a lot more potential people that could discover the little quiz and listen to it. And with that growing customer base, it means lots more opportunities. So what I'm going to do instead, after a little bit of time off, is post Patreon requests whenever they come in, because I'll always honour those. And they can just be ad hoc episodes whenever you want. Doesn't have to be this season. I'm changing the format of it all. So they can be whenever they come in. And then I will post the occasional music round when I get them. I mean, when I'm back at the pub, I might not be getting too many digital ones again, because we're back at the pub, so I can't really share them anywhere else. So there's that. And then I might do the occasional one on a weekend here or there, but it's going to be very ad hoc, as and when. I'm not going to do daily episodes anymore, I'm afraid. But there's plenty to go back and listen to if you haven't. If you're ever bored, you don't even have to download Lima. You can just go into the top fan group, as most of you are. Yes, thank you, Diva. I think it is quite an achievement, especially the production value going up in this season. Editing them and doing all the sound effects things that I do in them now is, yeah. But I've done it for 50 episodes again, 250 up, and I think we'll stop it there. And I'll just do the occasional ones for you now. Question number 9 for Sue. But yeah, if you want to hear a bit more about that and the last episode, I posted in the top fan group today. So do go and have a listen to that one and see what else you think. Because there's a few calls to action in that too, if you're interested in helping me out. All right, question number 9 for the donuts. What type of hat does Indiana Jones wear? That was question number 9. What type of hat? It also gives me more time to focus where I do get a lot more engagements, and that is obviously Facebook, doing this stuff, but also for TikTok, which TikTok today, yesterday I passed 200 follows, and today I passed 2,000 likes on all my content, which is pretty good considering I've only been posting regularly for a few weeks. So yeah, it's just so much bigger. There's so much more potential there, and I can actually earn money if I get good enough at it and popular enough on it. So there's some real potential there for me. So do check that out if you haven't already. That's a lot of fun. Very interactive. Question number 1 for the Britzillians. In which mountain range is Mount Everest? In which mountain range is Mount Everest? That was question 1. Thanks for all the little quizzes, Owen says. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, like I said, Patreons will still be able to get ones whenever they want. You know, I'll still honour those because it's part of your Patreon fee, you know, for a lot of you. So, yeah. The only difference is they're just going to be as and when rather than every day. But no, you're welcome. Diva says, I love TikTok. Well, you need to get on and start watching some of my content, Diva. And voting on my videos. That's what you need to do. I'm waiting to see your name pop up in the comments because I'll do a special question for people if they say something in the comments. I'm always asking for that. But I post 2 or 3 episodes a day on there because they're only a minute long at most. And you can interact with them with a polling option, so it's cool. Ju says, me too. Yeah, well, yeah, say hello in the comments. Get in the comments in my latest video then, and I will do some videos for you. That's no problem. I will incorporate that into Patreon, but at the minute it's not worth it. I will do, though. Yeah, no worries. Whenever you've got time. All right, let's go through the answers then, shall we? Question 1, in which mountain range is Mount Everest? That is the Himalayas. Question 2, Yves Saint Laurent's fashion house is based in which city and in which country? That is in Paris, France. So 2 points there, 1 for Paris and 1 for France. Question 3, which wood is traditionally used to make the black keys on a piano? It is ebony. Question 4, what does the abbreviation NRA mean to the US Republican Party, or in general? It stands for National Rifle Association. Yeah, spare a thought for America again at the moment because, yeah, it's really not a nice place to be right now. There's a lot of bad news and bad press going on over there without all this COVID stuff going on. So, yeah, just keep them in your thoughts because, man, they need to do something about their gun laws. Question 5, is a New Zealand Hunterway a type of dog, a pig or a cheese? It is a dog. New Zealand Hunterway is a dog. Question 6, which 3 well-known Jacks were created by Lee Child, Tim Burton and R.D. Wingfield? So Lee Child created Jack Reacher. Tim Burton created Jack Skellington, Nightmare Before Christmas. And R.D. Wingfield created Detective Inspector Jack Frost. How many points for number 4? It is 3 points. 1 point for each correct word. Question number 7 was, what name is given to a Stoat's white winter coat? They're very cute. They're very cute, actually. I just Googled it just to double check the answer a minute ago, and yeah, they're very cute. It is an ermine. Ermine. Question 8. What names do American citizens use for what we call aubergines, courgettes, and swede? It is eggplants, zucchini, and rutabaga. Question 9. What type of hat does Indiana Jones wear? It is a fedora or fedora hat. Question 10. Blondie, Leo Sayer and Annie Lennox had which hit singles that mention the word glass in the titles? It is Heart of Glass for Blondie, Long Tall Glasses for Leo Sayer, and Walking on Broken Glass by Annie Lennox. Question 11. In which city is the Taj Mahal? That is in Agra. Question 12, the Environmental Performance Index Rankings question. To put them in order, highest ranked first, the 3 countries were in first place, Holland, or the Netherlands. They are ranked 11th at time of writing. Portugal are ranked 27th, and then Russia, 58th. So for 3 points, you needed to put Holland, then Portugal, then Russia. Question 13. There are 10 countries in the world that have 4 letters in their name. Which one is the largest in size? It is Iran. Question 14. The airports with the international codes LPL, DSA and BHD were named in honour of which famous people? It is John Lennon, Robin Hood and George Best. And finally, question 15. Which 3 companies delivered the most parcels throughout the UK last year, which was 2020? You don't need to put them in order, but I will tell you them in order. First place was Royal Mail, then it was Amazon Logistics technically, and in third place it was Hermes. I've seen a lot of videos recently of people taking the mickey about different companies and their delivery styles. Royal Mail in particular made me laugh because theirs is a knock and run approach. Knock on the door, literally turn around and run away with a note saying, "Oh, we called and you weren't in." It's like, no, you didn't let me get to the door. So yeah, and I experienced literally that about a week ago. Yeah, it just made me laugh. It's like I had to call him back. I saw him walking off down the road. I'm like, "Excuse me, I'm right here. Hello." Oh, here you go. Yeah, thanks. Can't fault Hermes on our side though. They're brilliant. Yeah, really good. Anyway, that's boring. I'll move on. The next round's going to be a sport round, guys. Let's see how many points you get for that potluck round, though. And yes, apologies to Tracy about the sport round and anybody else that doesn't like it. Yeah, time was of the essence, and it was the next one in line, so sorry. But here we go with your scores. Let's see how you all do. Jason says 16 points for Back in Black. Freddie Sficko's 25 points. Big step up from the TV and films round. Diva says 21 points. Another improvement there. Donuts have got themselves 22. 27 again for the Blackpool Bar Stewards. You're on a roll. Just two of us, Mork and Mindy, got 19 points. Very good. G-Force, 22 points. Another good score. You guys are crushing it with the potluck rounds. Excellent stuff. Let's see what those last few scores bring in then. Yeah, exactly. Put up with the sports round today, and I'll get musicals for 2 weeks' time after the Patreon quiz. Next week, yeah, I can do a movie musicals, or musicals in general for the following week. Gabby says just joined in time for the answers, so answered quickly to get 21 points. Wow, that is impressive. You missed a RuPaul's Drag Race question. I can't believe it. I thought you were going to be watching, and I said, if you are, I gave you a bit of a shout out then. But you can have your Patreon shout out anyway. Thank you for being a Patreon. But yeah, you missed the RuPaul question, I'm afraid. You might have to go back and watch it if you wanted to. Luke says 20 for Luke and Jane. Oh, you are with Jane. So you didn't say that to begin with. You just keep putting your score in. I'm never sure if you're on your own or what. Nicholas says 26 for Let's Get Quizzical. Well done, guys. And 20 for Team Bath. Good job. Okay. Massive scores in that round, guys. Well done. I think the maximum score on that one possible was 30 points. Yeah, it was 31 in TV and films. And then 30 in that one. Next one is for, yeah, about the same. About the same. Okay. So your sports round then, for round number 3. There will be a picture round posted afterwards, of course. I haven't set it to post, but I will post it. So here we go. Whilst I'm just about to read that question, I will post the usual link to remind you all, if you want to support me, you can now use stars on Facebook, if you know what that's about. As Ju has so kindly tried out already this evening, you can now use stars on Facebook. Yeah, don't worry. I've basically already given the answer away, Gabby, but you can go back and check it out and hear your shout out if you wanted to. That would be lovely if you did. So yeah, you can use stars if you want to support me. The other thing is you can use my Linktree link here, and you can support me on Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all those other good places. It's all on that one link. Everything is there that you need. Merch is available too. It's all behind that link. Thank you for everybody that does and continues to in any way you do. Question number 1 in our sports round then, guys, is which country did the rugby player Dan Carter play for? Which country did the rugby player Dan Carter play for? Is a rugby union question, if that makes any difference to you. Rugby union. Which country does did Dan Carter play for? Question number 2 is for 3 points. What does the abbreviation EFL mean to the likes of Wayne Rooney? What does the abbreviation EFL mean to the likes of Wayne Rooney? Or any other famous person from the same sport, without giving too much away. Okay. Yeah, 1 point for each correct word on that one. Question number 3. What terms are used in golf for 1 shot under, 2 shots under, and 3 shots under the par of a hole? What terms are used in golf for 1 shot under, 2 shots under, and 3 shots under the par of a hole? 1 point for each. Question number 4 is about darts. Which number lies between 16 and 10 on a standard dartboard? Which number lies between 13 and 10 on a standard dartboard? Question number 5 now. Question 5. He Got Game is a 1998 Spike Lee movie that is based around which sport? He Got Game is a 1998 Spike Lee movie that is based around which sport? I'm going to put the dartboard one in the comments. 13 and 10. Which number lies between 13 and 10? Question 5 again was He Got Game is a 1998 Spike Lee movie based around which sport? Okay. Question number 6. When Anthony Van Dyke won the Derby, was he the horse or the jockey? I love these questions. When Anthony Van Dyke won the Derby, was he the horse or the jockey? Question number 7 then is for 2 more points. Question 7. What are the names of the drivers who will be racing for Aston Martin throughout 2021? What are the names of the drivers who will be racing for Aston Martin in 2021? 1 point for each. Quite a few multiple point questions in this round, as per usual. All right. Question number 8 now for 3 more points. What are the names of the American football teams that represent Cincinnati, Jacksonville, and Baltimore? What are the names of the American football teams that represent Cincinnati, Jacksonville, and Baltimore? 1 point for each. Cincinnati, Jacksonville, and Baltimore. Question number 9 is a 1-pointer. Which rugby union player has scored the most tries for England? Which rugby union player has scored the most tries for England? Question number 10 is for 3 points. Put them in the correct order though. Put these answers in the correct order. For question 10, you need to put these footballers into the correct order with the most goals scored for their national teams first. Pele, Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Put these footballers into the correct order with the most goals scored for their national teams first. Pele, Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Question 11 will be for just the 1 point. How many Olympic medals has Bradley Wiggins won? How many Olympic medals, gold, silver or bronze, how many in total has Bradley Wiggins won? Olympic medals. How many has Bradley Wiggins won? Question number 12 is for another 3 points. This one's on tennis. Which male tennis stars were seeded 1, 2 and 3 for the Australian Open? Which male tennis stars were seeded 1, 2 and 3 for the Australian Open? As I'm not going to be marking your answers, just name the 3 in any order. You don't have to put them in order, okay? Just name the 3 male tennis stars that were seeded top 3 for the Australian Open. I know some of you will know it in the right order as well, but you can just name the 3 in general. Don't worry about the order. So the 3 male tennis stars that were the top 3 seeds for the Australian Open in tennis. Yes. The most recent one. To answer Jenny's question there. 3 male tennis stars. Just 3 more questions to go, guys. There will... Tracy says, oh dear, this is going really badly. Yeah, there will be a pitch around posted soon after we finish the show, as per usual. Standard kind of pitch around. So see how well you do with that. I will probably just put the answers in the comments as soon as it's posted. I won't hang about. It used to be a lot of you would put your answers, take a picture of your answers and put them in the comments, and that's great. You can still do that if you want to. But I think I will just post the answers straight in the comments. So don't go looking in the comments until you've had a go, just in case you see it for spoilers. But it will be there. Question number 13 then. What is the maximum score possible in 10-pin bowling? What is the maximum score possible in 10-pin bowling? Two more questions and 6 points up for grabs in total. So 3 for 14 and 3 for question 15. Question 14. Which European countries are home to the 3 largest football stadiums? Which European countries are home to the 3 largest football stadiums? 1 point for each. You just need to name the countries. You don't need to put them in order again, okay? Just name the 3 countries that are home to the largest football stadiums. Question 15 is about men's field hockey. Don't often do questions about this one. Question 15. Which 3 nations have won the Men's Field Hockey World Cup the most times? 1 point for each. You don't need to put them in order. Which 3 nations have won the Men's Field Hockey World Cup the most times? You have got some thinking time now. If you would like to get me to repeat any questions, now's the time as always. Let me know in the comments. Quick reminder to anybody joining the Patreon quiz next week, 8:30 Tuesday night as per usual. I may be asking you to download an app to help play along with part of the quiz. Okay? Excuse me. So I mentioned earlier on that speed quizzing live is something I'm using for other quiz stuff, and will be using for other quiz stuff. So because of that, I've decided to give it a try and integrate it into our Patreon quiz. So it's very simple to use if you've got a phone capable of using it. But I will post about that in the Patreon Facebook group, so you know exactly what you need to do to get involved once I prepared it. It won't be the entire quiz. We'll just do like 1 round on it, maybe 2. But it'll be pretty quick. And we'll probably still do blockbusters like we normally would, because I know you guys love that. Okay, any more repeats, let me know. Plenty of multiple pointers. Vernia says, let's do it. Yeah, I hope you like it. Oh, wow. Chrissy's made meringues and they look amazing. Sorry to make you all jealous. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, they look amazing. Okay, right. So, no more repeats are coming in. If you don't want me to repeat any questions, that's fine. We are, well, we'll do 17 minutes past. We're doing all right for time. Let me go through those answers then, guys. I can't see any repeat requests coming in now. So, let me know in the comments how well you get on with these ones. Question number 1. Which country did the rugby player Dan Carter play for? He was from New Zealand. Question 2. What does the abbreviation EFL mean to Wayne Rooney? English Football League for 3 points. English Football League. Question 3. What terms are used in golf? For 1 shot, 2 shots and 3 shots under the par of a hole, it is a birdie, an eagle and then an albatross. Question 4. The number that lies between 13 and 10 on a standard dartboard is 6. Question 5. He Got Game is a 1998 Spike Lee movie that is based around basketball. Question 6. Anthony Van Dyke. When Anthony Van Dyke won the Derby, was he the horse or the jockey? That was the horse. Ridden by James Heffernan. That was in 2019 as well. So the horse for a point there. The 2 drivers for question 7 that are racing for Aston Martin this year are Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll. Question 8. The 3 American football teams are the Cincinnati Bengals, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Baltimore Ravens. Question 9. The rugby union player who has scored the most tries for England is still Rory Underwood. He's had that record for a while now. Question 10. The footballers in the correct order with the most goals scored for their national teams. First, Cristiano Ronaldo has scored the most out of the 3 for his country. For Portugal, 102 goals. Then Pele with 77, and then Messi with 71. Question 11. How many Olympic medals has Bradley Wiggins won? In total, it is 8. 5 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. Question 12. Which male tennis stars were seeded 1, 2 and 3 for the Australian Open? It is Novak Djokovic, number 1, Rafa Nadal, number 2, and Dominic Thiem, number 3. I think that's how you say it. Thiem. Question 13. What is the maximum score possible in 10-pin bowling? That's obviously getting a strike for every shot. It is 300 points. Question 14. The European countries that are home to the 3 largest football stadiums for 3 points. Spain, with the Camp Nou, which has a capacity of over 99,000. Can't imagine that's going to be COVID safe when they go back. England with Wembley, and then Germany with Dortmund's ground. They're the top three: Spain, England, and Germany. Question 15: which three nations have won the Men's Field Hockey World Cup the most times? So again, you don't have to put these ones in order, but I'll tell you them in order. So Pakistan are first. They've won it 4 times. Then the Netherlands, they've won it 3 times. And Australia have also won it 3 times. That is the end of the sport round. Tally up your scores for the final time this evening. Let me know how well you got on with that round. There will be a picture round coming soon, so keep an eye on the Facebook page. I'll be posting it as soon as we're finished up here. And I'll put the answers in the comments, as soon after as I can. I won't wait around tonight. I'll just post them. I think I'm going to start doing that in general, to be honest. When I post the occasional little quiz, I'll probably do the same from now on. So the answers are just there as soon as you need them. 14 points for Diva. Good effort. Not bad. Donuts have scored 22. Surprised ourselves with 22 for the Blackpool Bar Stewards. Excellent score. Freddie's Fickos have got 23 points. While the rest of the scores come in, the other Patreon shout out I wanted to do today was for Amanda. I lose track of who I've shouted out and who I haven't, but Amanda and Ed, I suppose we should say thank you to Ed as well, but it's in Amanda's name, so yeah, we'll just give Ed an honorary shout out. But thank you to you both for your continued support. And Gabby, you got your shout out earlier as well for tonight's show. Right, so we've got some more scores coming in now. Luke and Jane still haven't got a team name, have got 18 points. Jason Back in Black has got 19 points. Martin says 18 for Let's Get Quizzical, 24 for GeForce. Well done, Maddie. That's a great score. Tracy said, just the two of us. Mork and Mindy scored 11. We always stick around for the sports round, but I think we're getting worse instead of better. Ant says 21 for the Brazilians. Happy with that, as you should be. Jenny says 17 for Team Bath. 19 for Gabby. Excellent score. Very well done. Any more for any more, or is that it? Because we are at the end of tonight's quiz. I will keep an eye out and see if there's any more comments coming in. Amanda says, always fun being a Patreon. Thanks. And Ed was far too chuffed with his shout out, by the way. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're in the same house, then, the Patreon membership is in somebody's name. But just like Nicola and Martin and Let's Get Quizzical, it's a household thing, really. But, special acknowledgement there. Thank you. Jenny says, thanks again, Chris. Good quiz. Thanks again from Owen as well. Enjoyed that. I'm glad you did, guys. It's always a pleasure. We've got a really nice community going here, and I say that a lot, but it's true. And thank you to Sue and the Donuts too. Keep those comments coming in. I will respond to them offline as I close off the video today. Remember, if you are on TikTok, please come and check me out. I'm loving the videos over there. They're getting really good responses and they're lots of fun. Very quick, 1 minute at maximum. You vote on what you think the answer is and you're immediately told if you got the answer correct or not in that video. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, do join me there too. And no more little quiz unless it's the ad hoc episodes from now on until I see things change on Lima. We shall see where that goes too. Pitch rounds coming soon. Enjoy the meringue, Vernia says, yes. And I'll see the Patreons next week at 8:30 and I'll see the rest of you the week after as we come back for another big quiz night in on Facebook Live. Thank you all for joining. Take care now. Stay safe and I'll see you at the same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.